Hi and welcome to my guide. Today we will be completing the Throne of Miscellania quest. The quest requirements are heroes and frem trials. There are no stat requirements, but having 10 farming and 45 woodcutting can make you progress this quest a bit faster. Items needed: 1 iron bar, regular logs, your best axe if you have 45 or higher woodcutting, 15 GP or a rake if you have 10 farming, any kind of gold ring, a regular one is just fine, but you will lose it. Also an extra 15 GP or any kind of flowers, but not white lily or trollweiss, those do not work. Then if your character happened to be a female, then you will need to bring along a cake, regular or chocolate, doesn't matter. And if you are a male character, then you need to bring along any kind of bow, but you will lose that bow. Also, magic, training, ogre and any composite bow do not work. Anything else goes. Because we don't need to fight anything during this quest and it's just gonna be like half an hour of running around, bring only your weight reducing clothing and 2 stand-up potions should be enough. For the teleports, to teleport to the fairy ring code CIP, but only if you can get to that fairy ring within 20 seconds, else it will not be worth it. So for example, the Arctic Cloak number 1 is exactly 20 seconds to get to that fairy ring, so running across the island is just as fast as using a fairy ring, so I'm not gonna be using any fairy ring teleports. But if you have access to like a POH fairy ring or any other fairy ring, then you can skip like 10 seconds or so, and then also one after the quest is completed. So where to start this quest is not really here in Relica, but let's go and travel to Miscellania. You can do this by traveling the sailor wearing blue or using the fairy ring code CIP. Once you've reached Miscellania, let's run east to the entrance of the courtyard. First, let's go south before you're entering the courtyard, and here you'll find Gunhild. Let's talk to her and select option 2 and then 1 to buy a rake for 15 GP if you don't have one already. Next, let's go south. There you'll find some herbs. Let's rake these. Because we will need to do this a lot during the quest, we might as well just do this before the quest even starts. Right, once you're done, let's go to the courtyard and let's buy some flowers if you don't have them already. Here we should find a flower girl somewhere. Where is a flower girl? There she is. Let's talk to her and buy some flowers for 15 GP. Once we're done with this, let's go to the second floor of the castle to actually start our quest. Doesn't really matter which stairs you take, the southern or the northern one. But I think everyone takes the southern stairs. Let's try to open the throne room. The guard will stop you. Just try again. And then let's talk to King Vargas and select option 1. Since the king will need an heir, we will either need to talk to the prince just south or the princess just up north. That depends on your character. If your character is a female, then I will have your things to do currently on the screen. But if your character is also a male, let's go north and enter the northern room to talk to Astrid. Let's talk to her multiple times. Keep talking to her for multiple times. But when there are options to choose from, they will need to select archery is a noble art. Yes, he has been very helpful. And laughing. After you've selected those answers, the conversation is pretty dead. So let's use some flowers on her. Select option 1. Next, select any dance, which can be the dance, the jig, the spin or the headbang. Choose any of these. And then let's talk to her once again. And then simply agree to everything what she says. The next 3 answers should be what happened next. I'm quite fond of it myself. And that sounds like a good idea. Talk again. Yeah, good idea. No idea what she's talking about, but whatever. Yeah, there we go. The chat is dead once again. Let's offer her a bow. Yep, I will lose it. All for you. Hopefully you have 20 ranged. Then let's talk to her multiple times again and select different options. If she's talking about hunting, then select option 2, that there are not many opportunities. If she's talking about her brother, select option 3, that he is a great bard. And if she's talking about Miscellania as a kingdom itself, select option 1, that it is a lovely little country. Then let's select the blokies once again, just underneath the jig. Next, let's use any golden ring on her. And she's now your fiancé. Next, once we have done this, let's climb down the stairs and let's go rake that herb patch once again. Because we still need the approval rating of all the citizens, and we can do that by simply raking a herb patch. That's very simple. I want to be king too. I'm just gonna be raking a lot of herb patches. Right, once we have done raking our herb patch, we will need to run west to etc. and talk to the queen. Just follow the trail northeast until you see another castle. Enter it, go south, go to the 2nd floor, and there you should find the queen. Upstairs, throne room, bedroom. After we've spoken to the queen, we will need to go, back to our herb patch. And check if the weeds have grown. Actually, we'll need to go back to the king, but since we're passing the herb patch, why not rake it if the weeds have fully grown? Also, if you have a fast teleportation method to any fairy ring, then use it right now, else just run all the way back. Alright, fully grown again, nice. Once you've returned to the king, let's talk to him. And afterwards, once again, we will need to talk to the queen. But since we're passing the herb patch, once again, let's rake it. Not really sure if we can rake the flags. Oh, you can! Wow, nice. Let's rake the flags then too. Once we're done raking, let's return to the queen. After we've spoken to the queen, we will need to go back to our raking content. Hello, Queen. Let's have some more drama. I will now need to go to the Prince. Once again, if you have a fast method to travel to any fair ring, then use that, else use your 38 seconds to get back to that herb patch. And let's rake some more flax as well as herbs. Ooh, more raking content, nice. Once we're done raking, let's go back inside of the castle and let's talk to the prince in the room just south of the king's. Let's talk to Prince Brand. Because it's pretty bad, let's go into the throne room and let's talk to the advisor just next to the king and select option 1. Next, let's go back downstairs and once again let's return to our herb and flax patch. Let's do some more raking content. Once we are done raking, let's return to the queen to deliver the good anthem. Alrighty queen, here is the good anthem. After speaking to her and delivering the good anthem, let's return to the king. But on your way there, you already know what we're gonna do. No need to worry about the check approval option on every NPC. The function will only become available after the quest is completed. At this point of the quest, I started doubting myself about the use of the raking before you actually need to gain favor. But this does really help in the end, and you will need to gain a lot less favor in like 10 minutes when you're actually asked to get your approval up. So please do, keep on raking. Let's return to the king to deliver the treaty. Let's talk to the king. Next, let's exit the castle and let's go do some more raking content. Alright, once you're done raking, go north until you see some mining and a smithing sign. Go to the eastern smithing sign, and inside of the building you should find Derek. Let's talk to him and select option 2. Next, let's return to the king, and on our way there, let's use our logs on a giant nib to get a giant pen. Once we've returned to the king, we are officially ruler and we'll now need to get at least 75% favour approval ratings here at the Kingdom of Miscellania. To do that, I will explain that in a bit. First, let's talk to the king. If you wouldn't mind, could you talk to the advisor Grim and select option 2 about how to gain favor or support of the populace? And then comment below on how much percentage you have already gotten, because I have added like 2 extra raking content in the video and I started with like 40% I think. So let's go back downstairs and let's exit the courtyard. And let's return to the herb and flax patches to start raking them again. After both of them have been weeded out, wait for the first weeds to come through again, and then hop worlds to find a new world that has once again 6 weeds for you to clear. Do this until you either have 75 or 100% approval rating. The only way to know how much approval you currently have is by talking to the advisor Grim and ask him. Unless you're also going for 100% approval rating, which is a Fremenic hard diary task, and that will notify you in your chat box. That's basically it. Weed out 6, wait for 1 to respawn, hop worlds, and repeat. See ya in 10 minutes. By the way, a little note is what you also could do is, after you've weeded everything out, simply go northeast to the maple trees. If you have 45 woodcutting, start chopping them down. And after your weeds have been despawned, which you have dropped, that means that the weeds in the patches have been respawned. Weed out all 6 of them and then go back to the maples and repeat that over and over again. But that will take slightly longer. You could also just simply hop worlds, but first you will need to wait for 1 to respawn, else all the other worlds will not have any weeds. So that's just a minor note. After we have done this, simply return to the king to complete your quest. And congratulations, you've completed the Throne of Miscellania quest. You are awarded with 1 quest point, the minigame kind of the management of Miscellania, which includes 10 out of 15 workers, 10,000 coins, which are currently in the coffers at the advisor, the ability to teleport to Miscellania using your Ring of Wealth, as well as completed a quest requirement for Royal Trouble, which will allow you to use all 15 workers in your management of Miscellania, but that will be the follow-up quest. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. That is the notification. Let's go to the king to complete this quest. So, hopefully it has helped. Subscribe, rate and comment. Okay, thanks, bye. Hooray! 200 quest points. And if I go here, how's the kingdom faring? First option, 10,000 GP that you can withdraw. Alright, okay, thanks, bye.